Hey y'all, it's TxStampin Sharon. Welcome to Stampin' Live with Sharon. Tonight we are going to be doing some fun folds. I love fun folds, and these cards tonight just made me smile. I mean, after I created them and then writing the instructions, writing the tutorials, getting them all ready, every time I put my hands on them, I just smile. I just love them, and I hope you do too. I have, it is Thursday night, November the 10th. I am live at 7:00 p.m. Central. So if you're watching the replay, I hope that you enjoy it. And I would love to hear your comments below. Fun folds are fun, but I don't always know all the fun names. So we just gonna call them what we can. So many of them are variations of other kind of folds, like a Z fold, an easel card. You could make a million different varieties of those. So there we go. All right. I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me. No one is complaining. So I think we're all good to go. I love going live, and I love to make sure that everything is working well, that you can hear me and see me. And so there you go. Let's see. Arlene is in the chat, and it is her birthday tonight. Happy birthday, Arlene. Patricia loves my top. I think it should be designer series paper personally, but we'll see what Stampin' Up has to say. Susan says no sound. But Dawn says that everything is all good. Margaret says everything is all good. And it is Fran Vano's birthday as well. So all y'all, happy birthday to you. We're so glad that you're spending your birthday with us. How fun is that? So let's see here. How did I do that, Joellen? Okay, I pushed a button and I didn't know I could do that. How fun is that? So there we go. We learned something new on the live tonight. So, and Dorothy loves my hairstyle. Well, thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet tonight. I love my hair too. It is easy to keep and easy, fast to dry. It's like, we're ready. We're ready to go. So, all right. I think we are ready. We've given everybody time to find me on the live and hop on. If you want to chat during the live, you do need to be logged into YouTube using your Gmail account. If you don't log in with your Gmail account, then you can't comment. So it's kind of a bummer, but YouTube and Google, Gmail, Google owns YouTube, something like that. Anyway, you got to be all part of that community. So there we go. As we are going through the cards tonight, if you love what you see and you're new to my channel, I would be thrilled if you would subscribe below and then ring that little bell. You'll be notified when I go live the next time on YouTube, or I upload a video on YouTube. So there we go. And Angie Davis says this is her first time catching me live. Well, that's exciting. Hello, Susan from Pottsboro, Texas. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Yay, I'm super excited. So I am going to move this off of the thing. I would like to give a shout out during the live to my friend Michelle Batson. She is helping me answer your questions, direct y'all to the right place. It's so helpful to have her with me, because I do get into the moment of making the cards. I might miss your comment. Although I do have FOMO, I will admit it. I can't stand it when I know that y'all are just chatting and having a good time, and here I am working, trying to show y'all something, and y'all are just over in the chat box. So I do glance up occasionally. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I think we have given everybody time to find us. So tonight is our Fun Fold class. Now, my Fun Fold class and my previous techniques classes have all been formatted to fit in the Stampin' Up! Album. Oh, and what is that peeking up here? I got to show y'all that. I'm so excited about it. I figured something out for our album. This album is actually the Memories and More photo album. But I formatted the files, the documents, the PDFs, that you could cut them apart and put them in here, or you can leave them 8.5 by 11 and put them in a 3-ring binder if you don't want this. There is a difference, you know, to have a nice, small, compact book on your craft table, and it stands up really nicely. So I love that. But yes, I wanted to point out that if you decide that you want these PDFs tonight, when you print them, you may already have that first, it's going to be on the last page of the PDF. So you may not want to print that again to save ink. Okay. Same with the first page that tells you how to print, have everything at full size, things like that. So those 2 pages you may not want to print. So just choose that when you're doing your printing. Okay. So we have, so I'm just going to set this aside. I am using Happiness Abounds for my cards tonight, and the dies, okay? The coordinating dies that they cut out the designer series paper, the leaves, and the flowers. I love that. So I did pre-cut my images out. If you have any questions about what that part I just shared, you know, about the cutting out, then make sure you ask me during the chat. Okay. So Mary H just ordered 2 more packets for her album. So Enoch wants to know, how can she get a hold of these tutorials? All right. At 8 p.m. tonight. So you got to stay up a while, my friend. I know it's already the crack, like 2 o'clock in the morning for you. You're over in the Netherlands. I will have these available, the PDFs available on my blog. You can find my blog below the video. You can, and Michelle just put the techniques link in the, actually, Michelle, will you pop up the tutorial store, the shop for tutorials? I think it's www.TxStampin.com/shop. Anyway, if you could put that in the chat, that would be good. Michelle Townsley doesn't have a printer, so she is stuck using videos and PDFs. Bless your heart. That's terrible. All right, so let's talk about our book. Do y'all see what I did? Because the first part of our book, we have all of our techniques. We have 10 volumes. And by the way, I'm missing my techniques. We're going to do some techniques in December. We're going to come up with volume number 11. Yeah. So we can add that to our book. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you doing that. And so we have our different volumes. When you buy the protector sheets, there is a solid sleeve, I guess you would call it. And this is where we are putting our indexes. Okay. So these are all of our techniques. And then now we're doing fun folds. We're just adding it to this binder so that we can just continue on. Okay. So for tonight, we are doing these cards right here. And so what I did was I took, let me just open this up for you. I took a file folder. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hold on. That you file, you're supposed to do that work stuff. I took one of these and I cut it. I cut it at 7.5 inches. And then I did it 9 1/4. So I basically just cut off at the fold. Okay. So that way it's sturdy. It's a divider for me. And, I thought it was a good idea to help me start. Okay, so now we're starting with the fun fold section of our book. And so we've already done volume 1 and volume 2. And tonight is volume number 3. Okay, so we are going to start off with what I'm calling a corner fun fold. I don't know. Y'all may have another name for it. If you don't like my name, just scratch it out. All right, so we're going to do the corner fun fold, and I have everything ready, but I have to show you. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Yep. So thank you, Enoch. I'm glad you liked my idea of the file folder. And so the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to use my paper trimmer. I have to share something with y'all. Those of you who are with me, what was it, mystery stamping, that we were talking about our paper trimmer? Thank you, Mary. I'm glad you like my card. We talked about ways to clean this gutter right here. Hello, Christine Wiseman. You can take your pick tool. You know, there are two ends. One is more of a spatula end. And we did not talk about this the other night, but you can run that spatula end all the way through that groove, and it cleans out. I don't know if you can see my trash, but I got some more trash out, and it's like the fibers that get down in there. I'm so glad that y'all like my card. Thank you. It's the paper. Y'all, the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper is stunning, stunning. I don't know what is happening here. We don't have enough room for a trimmer on the table. So let's move this over. There we go. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our, this is just 4 1/4 by 11, and I have scored it in half at 5 1/2. Okay. Now I'm going to open this back up, and where'd my pencil go? And I need, where's my ruler? Look at me being all organized and putting my ruler away. I want to use my ruler, and I want to, let's see. Did you find your old cutting blade in the trash and turn it around? Yes, ma'am, I did, and it works. So what we were talking about is when you are cutting, let's just go over it real quick. I always pull my cutting blade towards me when I'm cutting, okay? If you do that, your blade's going to wear out eventually, okay? So mine was wearing out the other day. It was chewing up my cardstock. It makes it real ravelly looking. And so I threw it away. And on the live, we were talking about it, that if you take it out, let's just show you, you take it out right here and flip it around, put it back in. Whoops, let's get it in there. You are using the other side of the blade, and it works. Isn't that fun? So if you always pull towards you, that side of the blade gets worn out. Flip it around and use the other side. By the way, those of y'all who told me that Jackie Bullheist taught you that, I was on a stamp along with her the other night, and I go, girl, you didn't tell me this trick. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So we taught her on the stamp along. Okay. All right, I decided not to buy a new paper trimmer. I have cleaned mine up. Thank y'all. We have discussed all the ways to clean it up. I think I need to just write an article on how to clean up your trimmer so that you don't try to go buy a new one like I was going to. All right, let's get back to our fold. Okay, so I have my 5 1/2 right here, and I want to come out. Basically, I am going, let's see, let's just do it like this. So we've got our score at 5 1/2. I'm going to go, let's push this up a little bit. I'm going to go right here to the 4 1/4, and I bet you can't see it. So I'm going to make a bigger mark than what y'all need to. You don't have to make that big of a mark, but let me just show you. Okay, so I've made a big pencil mark at 4 1/4. Okay, all right. So now what we're going to do, are y'all ready for this? So fun. So fun. We want to move that cutting blade way out of the way. Okay. I can now spend the money that I saved on my trimmer for On Stage, which I'm going to Stampin' Up's On Stage tomorrow in Arlington. Those of y'all who are going to be there, y'all come say hi. So then I can buy some more stamps instead of a paper trimmer. All right. So I've got my tick mark. Okay. And then I have my corner, my the other way. Okay. I've got those lined up in my nice clean gutter. Okay. And I'm going to take my scoring blade. Make sure that didn't move. Let's see. Kate Wright said, I put a dot of white ink on the side of the blade I'm using to make it easier to know how to place it if it comes off accidentally. Oh, there you go. There you go. No, I did not hear that, Vay, that they found some of the Challenger off the coast of Florida. Wow. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, can y'all see that score line? We're going to fold that back. So our card looks like this. We're going to get a piece of scrap paper because we need to use our bone folder and give that a good crease. And we don't want that sheen. You know, sometimes if you just put your bone folder on the cardstock itself, that it causes a sheen, okay, from the bone folder. So we are going to just cover that up and we're going to give it a good crease on all of our score lines. You're so welcome, Cheryl. I'm so glad that you liked my paper trimmer tips because, you know, cleaning our tools, keeping them in good working condition. I had just tried to clean mine up, my paper trimmer, and it's old. I've had it for a long time. So I was just going to go ahead and buy another one. And I decided, you know what? Let's just clean her up. Let's see what she does. And she looks so much better. I am looking for my good white eraser, and I'm not finding it. There it is. Okay. We're going to go ahead and use our white eraser and erase that pencil mark off of there. Y'all, look what I did. I wrapped Designer Series paper around my eraser. Okay, so we are going to add our piece of basic white. I'm looking at my card. I was like, wait, I did that right. Yep, I did. On the inside, okay. So at 8 o'clock tonight, the tutorial will be available for purchase for all these cards, or I am sending it for free to everyone who orders $50 or more during the month of November from my Stampin' Up website, okay? All right, so we are going to do some stamping now, and all of my cards tonight are happy birthday cards. How many of y'all need a million happy birthday cards like I do? Because I have a very large family. I'm going to be using Mossy Meadow ink for this one. And we're going to stamp at the bottom like that. Okay, we're going to close this up and put that over there. And we're going to need to clean. We're going to be cleaning our happy birthday greeting a lot tonight because we are going to be using the same greeting from Happiness Abounds stamp set on all of our cards. So we're using the Stampin' Scrub tonight and my Stampin' Mist, which I prefer this way of cleaning. I don't know. We've had it for so long. And when this thing gets really gross and dirty from all the ink, I just take it to the sink and put the sprayer on it. I put a little bit of Dawn dish soap and I scrub it with my scrubber brush at the sink, and then more sprayer, and I rinse it until it's clean, until it runs clear. And then I just put it over the center part of my sink and let it drain until the next morning. So hopefully that is a tip to help you guys as well. Okay, so I have my flower that I die cut out from the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper, and 1 leaf. Okay, so we're just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back, and we're going to add our leaf. And then we are going to, y'all are still talking about the Challenger. Wow, was it 1986? Wow, that was a long time ago. And wow, okay, so 36 years ago. You know what? I think I want one more. We're gonna be dimensional happy here. You can stick your fingernail in the backs of those and it removes those very easily, or you can use your take your pick tool. Arlene says, how come there's so many November birthdays? I told him it's 9 months from Valentine's. I have 2 children that have November birthdays, and I never knew that. I didn't go back and do the math. All right, so we're just adding our flower and leaf right here. And then, thanks, Dawn. She loves my nails, my glittery nails. I kept looking at them today going, do I need to go get my nails done before I go out of town? Well, I didn't have time today because my daughter Whitney came over, and we were crafting today. We made some Christmas presents. Keith Ann says that you tried to email me, but it came back as undeliverable. Oh, that's not good. Michelle, will you tag Keith Ann and give her the contact me link on my blog, please? Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add some adhesive to this flap. Okay, we don't need that thing flapping around. All right, we need that stuck down. And then we want to center our layers in the middle of this square. We're looking at the square, okay? And we want corner to corner to be on our fold. And we're going to add adhesive to this side only. Michelle Townsley, one day I will share on my blog, on Facebook, someplace what we did today. I can't share right now, but I'll tell you what, it won't be that long because I'm giving them as early Christmas presents. They're so cute. Okay. All right. So we're going to add this here. We don't want adhesive over the whole thing, right? Because then we will glue our card shut. All right. So we just want it on the part that is on this part of our flap. Okay. All right. I have a piece of Designer Series paper that we're going to add right here to this little panel, just so it doesn't look boring. We are going to use the Glossy Dots assortment. And this is how, I think one of my downline taught me this, Ann Brown. She taught me to cut the edge of our packages so that they slide in and out and you're not constantly fooling with the flap. I love that tip and I use that all the time. I'm going to use, I think I picked yellow. I did. We're going to use yellow. Whoops. I don't know if I want I'm used to use it. I was going to flip it around. I was like, no, I can use it like this. We're just using the yellow coloring. But we're going to flip it. I prefer the pointy part. Oh, Michelle, you just wait. We made 3 of them today and we have 3 more to do. I got to stop. I got to stop talking. My daughter helps me on social media and we don't want her to know nothing. My other daughter. All right. Our card is done. Now, I could go ahead and stamp my greeting, which I think I will, just so that y'all will realize where to stamp. You know what, Angie Davis? This looks exactly like the book bind. She's talking about the books, the seam bind, book bind, fun fold. I think we've already done that one. That has a score right here. But the only difference is this one doesn't have a score. Too fun, isn't it? All right. So we're going to stamp our sentiment for the inside. And we want to make sure that that we are underneath this layer right here. If it's helpful to you, where's my pencil? Where's that pencil I just had? Oh, this one right here. You could put maybe a little dot right here or draw like a line like that so that you know to stay in this area. If it bothers you, some people you may go, it doesn't bother me if they can see it. So I'm going to say, wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. And we're going to close this up and we're going to get our white eraser again. And we are erasing that. Okay. There is our first fun fold. I'm calling it a corner. What did I call it? A corner fun fold. There you go. That's my name. Okay. Let's get our second one. I'm going to put this right here. I have a feeling I need you again. Oh, we need to clean up our stamp because we're going to use it again. Who has one of these systems? How do you clean your stamps? Let me hear in the comments. Yay, y'all liked my fun fold card. Thank you. I'm telling you, the designer series paper does all the work on these cards. And they're birthday cards. You can change the paper. But why would you? And you can change the greeting. Okay, it doesn't have to be birthday. Now we're going to be doing the center easel fun fold. Holy moly. I put as many pictures. Let me just point this out. I put as many pictures of the cards open as I could to help y'all when you are looking at your tutorials. Okay. So this one, look how pretty. Okay. So Snowy Mom uses the chamois and the scrubby, the scrubby and the chamois and the chamois. I'm reading Stampin' Scrub. I'm about 50-50, you guys. Okay. All right. So here is my fun fold. Okay. So we're going to put this one together. Thank you, Michelle. I'm so glad that you love my card. Wet wipes or a chamois. Okay. Where is... So Kathy Mahon has an old scrub and clean, but now I use my Simply Chamois to clean my stamps. Is the one that you have, was it pink? I had one that was pink around the edges. Becky uses both. She uses, all kinds of things. Mary Sue uses her cleaner like mine. Okay, so we have our card base. And I've already, whoops, nope, this is why I needed my trimmer. We're going to need you again. Where can I put you? I'll put you over here. So we're going to need our trimmer for our easel mechanisms. Well, hello, Terry. We're glad you're here. We are working on our second card. So you can go back and watch the first one that you missed. I am scoring this at 1/2 inch. And I believe 2.5. Let me just double check. I don't want to tell y'all wrong. See if memory serves me. 1.5 and 2.5. Yay! 2.5. Okay. And so we're going to fold this, and then we're going to fold this. And why is that not working right? Hold on. Did I fold it wrong? I sure did. What did I do? Y'all see that? I bet it's 2.5 from this end. Nope, it's the same. Okay, hold on. Let me get my ruler. We got to figure this out. It was supposed to be at 2. I was like, that doesn't look right. Good thing that most of this will be covered. Hey, do y'all want to know how to fix that, boo-boo? Y'all, I'm the queen of boo-boos, and I can help you fix that. I have scored in the wrong place. Y'all see that? So on the side that is tall, that is the bump, all right, I am going to take this end of my bone folder and I'm going to press it down. And it makes it not so noticeable. There you go. All right. We are going to fix our card. Yep, we're looking good now. Let's put that back up. So I'm going to take a piece of basic white and, whoops, I'm going to add some adhesive to this 1/2 inch. You like my trick, Dawn? And we're going to just center this in the middle of this layer on the back side. Okay. And we're going to give that a good crease. Next, we are going to add this to our card base. Marsha's used that trick before. A boo-boo fix section. Y'all want me to do that, huh? How do I clean my silicone pad from the glue? This right here. Okay, y'all remind me. Hold on. We're going to put some liquid glue right here. And y'all remind me. I'm going to show you how to clean that. All right, so I've added some adhesive to the back of this. Put that on. Okay. And then I'm going to open this up. Who's going rogue? Am I going rogue? I had to fix my boo-boo. Oh, that means the tutorials are wrong. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. And they're all loaded and ready to go. Okay. I got to remember to fix that. Okay, so I have a piece of designer series paper. I'm going to decorate the inside of my card just because I can. Okay, we always love to add a little pretty inside. I prefer to just do it right on the edge, but you could come up a little bit. How did I do it over here? Come on. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to come up a little bit just so you can see the comparison between the two. You know, it's a little bit different. Like that. Okay. So right on the edge or up a little bit and leave a little bit of white space. So there's that. Okay. So now we're going to do some stamping and we need this back out. My mind is on stage. Yes, ma'am. Because I'm not ready with my swaps. Got to work on that. Where is my happy birthday? There it is. Okay. We're going to use Gorgeous Grape for our greeting. Oh, and I'll be seeing Christine Wiseman tomorrow and Susan. Any ideas on how to clear the Versamark stamp pad? I got some embossing powder on it, just a little, but it's messy now. Use a paper towel and wipe it off. And then add more Versamark ink if you need to. Okay, so we're going to stamp happy birthday. Boy, that barely fits. Whoops. Surprise. There we go. With Gorgeous Grape. And since I have my ink out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my same greeting. You know, I'm using all the same stamps. But my cards are also different. These people are not going to know that I use the same stamps, right? Okay, so we've got that done. And now we need to clean. It's amazing how I keep moving things. I'm going to close up our pad. You know, it is easy to get embossing powder on that Versamark pad. But just wipe it off and then re-ink it. And, yep, that's still wet. and it'll be fine. Okay. We just forget sometimes, oh, we should put the lid on that before we pour powder, but it happens. I love the font of this stamp set too. I love the fact that there's more of a squared off font mixed with the scripty font. Love it. Okay, so we've cleaned our stamps again. And we are going to, you should have a how to fix your boo-boo technique class. You know, I could do that. I could probably write a whole blog series on that. All right, so I'm just going to add my basic white to my gorgeous grape layer. And we're going to add my designer series paper to my Daffodil Delight cardstock. And if you're just now joining me, the way to get these tutorials, this is my this is not a technique class. This is my Fun Fold class for November. I give the tutorials for free when you place a $50 order on my Stampin' Up website. You can find that link below the video. Or you can purchase the tutorials off of my tutorial store. And those will be available at 8 p.m. Central. We got about 25 more minutes. All right, so I want to point out something. We have a score line, right? We only want adhesive on this part right here. Hello, Vay. I didn't know you were on, my friend. And I want it lined up at the bottom. Okay, does it matter? No, it's just what I prefer. So I only want adhesive on this part of my card. We do all make boo-boos. We are human. And if we can save that cardstock and not have to throw it away, that makes everybody happy. Okay, so we're just lining this up like that. So you see what I did? Now I have a little bit of a buckle right there because of my incorrect scoring, but it's fine. Mary Yates says, now that I know how to make dividers with my file folders, though the places I can go. All right, I want to put some dimensionals on the back of this greeting layer. Okay. I'm going to put 3 because it's kind of a long piece of cardstock. Hello, Ricky. I'm glad you made it too. Donna, I am live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central. I love to stamp live. It's more fun to me than just making a video. I have been known, though, here lately to have to upload a video if I was going to be out of town. And for those of y'all who are still wondering about this, I haven't forgotten. I just need that to dry. Okay, so I want to, you can do this at different angles. And I'm going to kind of do it more drastic so that you can see the difference. I am using my greeting layer, which, look at that, happens to be the same size as this one, okay? And so I can have more of a slant or more of a pop up, kind of, I know it's hard to see because the camera is looking down, but this is a beautiful card to send to somebody for their birthday to have it sit on display. So Becky says, I always think I need to be able to give you more than a thumbs up. You know what? Y'all watching me and being a part of my live, commenting, subscribing, YouTube rewards me for that. So I appreciate y'all doing all the things. I'm just going to add some more dimensionals because we love dimensionals. They just give more personality to everything. Yes, good point, Michelle. I will not be live on Thanksgiving. I will probably be very full somewhere. Now, I want to point out something. I decided when I was preparing for the class tonight, you see how I have a gorgeous grape flower here because you could see the flower here. When I realized that I was going to be hiding whatever flower I put here, I was going to be hiding my only like Daffodil Delight flower. I switched it and I cut out a Daffodil Delight flower. So then I think what I'm going to also do is I'm going to pop it up here instead of down. You know, just switch it up according to your paper. Okay. All right. So we've got that. The last thing we need to do is we need to add some embellishments. Okay. And this time we're using the same ones, but we are going to pick some different colors. Okay. I love bright, bold colors, and we're just going to have different looking cards. We're going to switch this up a bit. I mean, I'm a bright, bold, bright colored girl, and this card just makes me happy because it is so bright. Can I use a blue? No, I covered up my blue flower. Okay, fine. We're going with the yellow. But you know what? I'm going to put it down here because I can do that. It's my card. Okay. Thank you, Lori. I'm so glad you like my cards tonight. And we are not done. Okay. So we've got those cards done. We're going to put these aside, and I am going to put this one over here by my computer to remind me to fix that tutorial. So the tutorial may not be ready right at 8 p.m. Because y'all want an accurate one. Okay, what is next? We have, I mean, look at this little reference book. Is this not the funnest thing to just be able to have it right there on your desk? Okay, so we're going to do a pinwheel card, and I gave you lots of pictures so that you can see all of my panels of how I decorated my card. Let's see. Diane says, I like it when you give us choices in your examples. Love my cards. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I think we need this piece too. So I've got all my pieces ready. We're going to need our trimmer again. Oh, would y'all like to see my card? This is actually a pinwheel gift card holder. Look at that. I put a little pocket. Stampin' Up! Does not give gift cards. I've had this for a million years. I got it for something a long time ago, but we're going to be decorating all of our panels, okay, like this on this pinwheel card. If you've never made a pinwheel card, just know that you can fold it flat and it fits in a standard A2 envelope. Just saying. I do not add a lot of personality as far as dimensionals go because I don't want to add much more bulk. Having the gift card in there gives it a little bit more bulk. So we don't want to add more. Okay. Anne says, where do you get your binder book and inserts that I use for my tutorials? Funny you should ask. I get those in my store, my Stampin' Up! Website. You can look below the video. It is called an album. And I gotta move this. Y'all don't let me forget that. I know I will now that I've moved it. Here, we're gonna pull it over here. It is called an album. And then you need the photo protector sheets that go with it. The album comes empty, okay? Vay, I'm glad you think that these are easy and fun. All right, we have a piece of designer series paper, and you're going to cut the measurements according to my PDF, right? And then you're going to double check yourself when you get ready to put the card together. This piece measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/2. We want to be scoring on the larger side, okay? Rochelle said she made a pinwheel card for a friend last year. Yay! I bet she loved it. All right, so I'm just scoring 1 inch. Well, let's see. Pretend we did 1 inch, 2 inch. Make sure you move that cutting blade out of the way. 3 inch. 4 inch. And we're done. How do you use the binder page inserts that are in half? Okay, Barbie, you're right. I did not talk about that tonight. Let's pull our binder back over so we don't forget your question. Let's move that glue. Is this glue dry yet? No. Okay, up at the front of my book, I know I have examples of that. I think it's the very first ones. So what Barbie is talking about, do y'all see how there's a big section and then two smaller sections? Okay. So we're rocking along and everything. And then all of a sudden, whoops, we have 4 pieces like this. So what I do, and I've left mine like this on purpose so that I can explain it to y'all, okay? So what I do is, these are my supplies. This is my card. Here are my instructions. We're going across like that. Okay, Barbie, does that help you? If not, let me know. See, Michelle says she remembers getting a Stampin' Up gift card. You brought a memory of a fun gathering. Yeah, those were the days. Isn't that what we say? All right. So we have made we're working on our pinwheel card now. Okay. So we've done our scoring. You need to decide what side do you want to be able to see from the top? You don't see much, but I want this to be on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to fold this way and this way. Good, Barbie. I'm glad that helped you, my friend. And then we're just folding on those score lines. And then where's our adhesive? Oh, our glue. There we are. So when that dries, because I don't know if I'm going to remember this, when that dries, I just use my finger and rub it off. Okay. I don't want to do it now because it's not dry. You can also take it to the kitchen sink and you can use running water and maybe a paper towel. You can also use, I think it was Christine Wiseman tonight said she uses packing tape. She just and grabs all of that adhesive off of her sheet. Okay. All right. I want to add adhesive. Yep. Make sure I'm putting on the right side on the inside. Okay. Like this. And then I'm just going to fold this over like that. And there we go. We have the bases to our pinwheel card. Hello, Eileen. We're so glad you made it. I'm sorry you're just now hopping on. We are on card number 3. So you can go watch with us now and then go back and watch the replay. Okay, I have my pieces of Bermuda Bay. And so we're going to start assembling our card. Okay, I'm going to flatten this out and I'm going to add some adhesive. You do want to use a strong adhesive. If you don't like the Seal Plus, you might want to use, for this part right here, you might want to use tear and tape. Okay, you want a good strong adhesive because this is kind of a moving card. Margaret said that I could put that silicone mat in the freezer and then just peel that right off. I did not know that one, Margaret. For all of you who are in Florida, such as Lois, please be safe with Hurricane Nicole. Y'all have had your time with hurricanes. All right, because I'm trying to see where my score line is, I want to add this piece right at that score line, okay? Gail says she likes my idea of using designer series paper for the center. You know what, Gail? You're right. I forgot to mention that. The first time I made one of these, I was following somebody else's instructions. I was like, they use cardstock here and it made it so bulky. And I was like, we don't need that. We need our thinner paper. Okay, so before I add adhesive, what we're after here is this effect. We want that pinwheel effect, okay? So we're going to add our adhesive and we're going to butt this piece right up against that other one. We don't want to see any designer series paper, okay? Here we go. Ready? And we're going to do it again. Let me just show you one more time. We want this, okay? And the reason why I'm showing you that is I don't want you to put it on this way, okay? So we want it this way. Okay, so now we're going to, whoops, it moved on me. We don't want to see any designer series paper. Okay, last panel, same thing. We're going to do this. Now somehow one of them got crooked on me. I don't see it now. There it is. This one's wonky. I think we're good though. Okay. All right. Let's start to decorate. I've got my pieces of beautiful Hues of Happiness. Okay. You can switch it up. Brenda says, did you get the, oh yes, Brenda, I talked about the blade issue. If you switch, I went and got the blade out of the trash, and if you switch it around, it does sharpen better on the other side. Barbie likes me using the middle part with designer series paper. Shelly says this is much easier than I've seen these cards done. I'm thrilled that y'all think my cards are easy to follow, because that's what I want. I always call myself a teacher. Not a pushy salesperson, but more than happy to sell you anything that you need. But I just want to teach. I want to teach you how to use the products that I sell, and I want you to feel confident making your cards. Okay. Lois says they had a constant mild rainfall all day and high upper level winds. Feels like a blustery day. I hope that's all you have to deal with too, my friend. Now I decided when I was cutting paper that I was just going to use more of this pattern. I don't think I did that on this one. I did. Okay. And then for my last one, well, thank you, Arlene. That is so sweet of you. This paper, all of the pieces go together so well, so it was not hard to pick what to use. Okay. So now we have this panel right here. Okay. We need to dress that one up a little bit. On the back side of the paper is this abstract pattern. Okay. So I thought, let's just do this. Okay. We're just going to add that to that. I'll put this here. And then we're going to come over here, and it really doesn't matter. We've got such a variety, but I see the gorgeous grape. Barbie says that they've had their first real frost. Well, I think I'm going to have my first real one tomorrow. It's going to turn cold here. And then, of course, it's going to be cold up in Arlington, where I'm going to on stage. I'm like, really? Y'all, I am in flip-flops right now. I'm in capri pants and flip-flops. Ain't gonna be like that tomorrow. Oh boy. Thank you, Donna. I'm so glad you loved my card. I loved all of my cards. They just made me happy when I was putting them together. And I'm just thrilled that I now have, when I'm done with this class tonight, I will have 8 birthday cards for my family and my friends. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to form the gift card holder pocket. Okay, right here. Now it's a tight squeeze. Cheryl says she feels like she's actually make a pinwheel card now. She was afraid to do it before. The way that I go through and break each step down gives me the confidence to give this a shot. I'm so happy to hear that, Cheryl. So happy to hear that. So you're going to pick your panel. I picked one that was floral. You could pick any of them. So we'll just stick with this one. And it's a tight squeeze, guys. So you want to have your gift card or a debit card or something to use for measurements. Okay. Mary Lou has never attempted this style of card. Thank you so much for showing me how to do it so simply. You're so welcome. So when you flip, let's see, can you see it any better that way? When you flip it over, of course, I picked a white background. I'm going to do it this way. Here, you can see the color. Okay. So you want a thin line of adhesive. Okay. Sweet Pea says she can't wait to watch the replay. She got here late. Thank you, Michelle. That is so sweet that you say I'm a gifted teacher. Thank you. So what I'm going to do, and I'm only doing this up in the air so that you guys can see really well, okay? I'm going to use some liquid glue, and I'm going to give it a thin line all the way around. We don't have much room for anything else. If you don't like liquid glue, yeah, you barely could use the tear and tape. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my gift card out of the way. And I put that on the wrong side. Oh, well, it's for demonstration purposes only that I am doing this. I did not mean to do that. Hold on. I see a little bit of glue squishing out. Where is my, hang on. Because I was right on the edge. Okay, I don't want it to get on the other panel. I'm just going to kind of dab that. Yay, Diane. I'm so glad that you feel that I'm making it look so easy. Thank you. Okay, so we just want to make sure that that glue doesn't squish out and get on this piece right here. You need to let that sit for a while before you add the gift card in. That needs to dry because it's tight. Y'all see that? It's a snug fit, but it fits, I promise. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I have die cut out some of the flowers. Okay, so we're going to turn the page, and I think I want this one here. No, I think I want the darker one. It's just so fun to play with these. I am using it. Gail says, push it in from the sides as you put it down. Push it in from the sides. You mean like squeeze it? That's what you mean? So we're just going to pop this here. Did I add any leaves? Nope, I did not. We're just using some flowers. Barb, I'm so glad you think this is a fun card. Thank you. Okay, so then I decided, you know what? We just need more flowers. I'm just going to add one right there. Y'all are making me blush. Y'all are saying that I'm a good teacher. I appreciate that. I love doing what I do, and I hope that I help you, and I hope that I inspire y'all. Okay, we will need our piece back. We're going to do some stamping. So Arlene has 1/8 inch tear tape. See, this is more like a quarter, and it's I don't know if it would work or not. It could work. I just always use liquid glue for that. Okay, so I see what you're saying, Gail. It just makes it easier. All right, let's get our happy birthday. What do we do with it? And this time we're using Bermuda Bay. Oh, thanks, Donna. She said that I've truly found my calling. I appreciate that. Thank you. Did I make another boo-boo? Oh, I did make another boo-boo. Hey, y'all, I am the queen of boo-boos, and I can make them. The thing is, you have to just don't beat yourself up. You look at the thing and you go, how can I fix this? What do I need to do? If you can't fix it, it's just a piece of paper. Now this is going from side to side like that. It's got a little bit. My basic white is a little bit longer, just a titch. We're going to take that off. And we're going to add this to one of our panels. So I think I added it here. You know, each card is different. I added it here. So we're going to put it right there. Add some adhesive. And put this down here. There we go. Since we have this open, get our embellishments. There we go. You're right. It is not a boo-boo. It is a teachable moment. It's just a chance to be creative. Okay, there are no mistakes. It's just a chance to be creative. You're going to go, okay, now what am I going to do with that? How am I going to fix it? As a happy accident, says Mary Catherine. Okay, let's put this one on. Oh, I think I want it down there. Yeah, when you're making your card. Okay, are we done? Did I do all the things? I just realized I'm missing one piece of cardstock to put the middle greeting on. Well, that's what it's supposed to be on one of the panels. Your instructions are correct, but I did not cut it for the live. So what do y'all think? Think we're good? You got it. You got it. You're just decorating the panels of your pinwheel card however you want to. Okay. All right. So there's that one. And now we have one more left. One more left. And this one I'm calling, and this is funny because when I wrote the blog post like 2 weeks ago. When I wrote the blog post, I went back to look at it tonight. I was like, well, that's not what I called it. I called this one a landscape front flap fold. Yeah. By the way, I want to point out that we have got 57 techniques in this book and now 3 classes of fun folds. Do y'all see the book still has room to expand? Do y'all see that? We are not done yet, I promise. We can put more inspiration in our books. Okay, we probably need to clean our stamp. Let's do that right now before we forget. Vicki loves the pinwheel. I'm so glad. It's a fun card. It really is. And we're still wet, so we don't need to. By the way, good point. Good teaching moment right now. You do not want to spritz or scrub near your beautiful cards. You want to move those out of the way so that when you are spritzing and when you are scrubbing, those splatters don't get on your card. If you're looking for that look, that's one thing. But typically we don't want dirty ink on our cards. Just saying. Thank you, Barb. I'm so glad you like my technique book. It was a dream of mine. It's been a dream of mine for years. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 25 years. And I always had this thought. I need a binder that just sits on my desk that I can look at and refer to. And so I have been creating this card now. Wow. This is a year in the making. Here is this card, and it's like this. It opens like this. Becky says, do we have to quit when the book is full? Absolutely not. We're going to buy another book. Are you kidding me? All right, let's put this card together really quick. I've already done my scoring of both of my gorgeous great pieces. Okay, we're going to use our trick of our bone folder. Arlene says, haha, splatters like that happened to me. So I splattered more and just made it part of the card. There you go. What were we just talking about? No such thing as a mistake, just a chance to be creative. But I thought, I'll just do a little teaching moment for y'all at this time. All right, now we're going to add our designer series paper. We've got 2 pieces. Look how gorgeous that is. And I know what y'all are saying. I can hear you. I can hear you through the internet. When I go to put this other card on, you're going to go, you're hiding that beautiful paper. And I'm going to go, I know. It's all part of it. Okay, Miss Mary Yates, I will see you Saturday at On Stage. Barb, I agree. This paper is stunning. It is just gorgeous. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want this card to open this way. We want our fold on the right-hand side. Yeah, Mary Yates and I are finally going to meet in person. We are both Texas gals, and we have not met yet. So this is going to be fun to meet in person. Okay, I'm going to put the center right here. And this is where y'all are saying, she covered up all that pretty paper. I know. And I also did it crooked. Let's see if I can fix that. Come on, pop up, pop up, pop up. Whew. This is tight. This is a close call. All right, there we go. Let's try this again. Okay. And then I have 2 pieces of white. And before I add this piece, though, I'm going to do some stamping. I just realized. Y'all all need this designer series paper. If you don't have Hues of Happiness, go to my website, treat yourself to get this paper. Just saying. I am going to use Gorgeous Grape again. I can go rogue, Miss Brenda, all the time. All the time. So here we go again with Happy Birthday. And then, good thing my daughter that helps me with social media has already had her birthday card sent to her. So she won't get one of these. She'll be seeing this one though. Okay, so we're going to add some adhesive. I heard there's a paper pumpkin sale. Eileen, there is a paper pumpkin sale. And I, with my haste of getting ready for backstage and getting everything ready for tonight, I did not send out anything to my newsletter people about that. But there is a paper pumpkin 50% off sale. You can go to my website below and visit and see, check out the paper pumpkin. You do have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I believe. Y'all just go to my website and check it out. I apologize that I am not more educated on that this evening because I just flat ran out of time. It's only a 2-day sale, I believe. I believe yesterday and tomorrow. Like, just, it's quick. It's quick. Okay, so now we're going to add some leaves and some... Our glue is almost dry. We're going to add this one on with some adhesive, and we're just going to pop this. I think I'm going to do that one up. Yes, you do need to be a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin. Thank you, Kate, to take advantage of the kits that are on sale. Oh, yeah. Let's see. We don't want to get that on the fold, so be careful when you're putting it on. And then this one, we're going to add down here. We're going to, whoops, we put it on the wrong spot. Does it matter which way our flower goes? I don't know. I think I've always done it that way. Yeah, we need more adhesive. And it ends tonight. There, you guys, you have to be a current Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Go to my website. It ends tonight. 50% off of past Paper Pumpkin kits. There, I'm educated. Thanks to y'all. All right, let's just make sure. You know, it takes a village sometimes, guys, right? It takes a village. We're just going to pop this up with some dimensionals. I could have put the bottom of the fold underneath. The bottom of the fold underneath. Keith Ann, help me. What does that mean? The bottom of the fold. What do you mean? I'm watching for your comment. And I am going to grab this with my Take Your Pick tool. Jo Ellen has the Hues of Happiness and the Designer Series paper, and she cannot wait to make these. By the way, Jo Ellen is on my team. Christine Wiseman is on my team. At about 9 o'clock tonight Central, you will receive an email, team members, for access to this tutorial for free on the team inspiration page. I give all of my tutorials to my team members, as long as they're on my team, for free. Okay, we are going to grab the Gorgeous Grape glossy dots, and we're going to pop these on here. The printed paper, then put the white cardstock on the front and the back of just the top flap. I still don't understand. I'm sorry. Oh, I was going to tell y'all, if you wanted to write more, you could put another piece of basic white here, or guess what? Guess what? I'll show you. You could put a little pocket here, and this could be a gift card holder for the holidays or for that birthday. You're welcome. You're welcome. You'll do the same concept here. Just add a strip of either the designer series paper or gorgeous grape cardstock. Just make a little pocket. See, this is why y'all need to be here on the lives, because some of this stuff just comes out and I didn't think about it before. Okay. If I've taught y'all anything tonight and on the replay, y'all let me know in the comments. Yay, Terry loves this fun fold. I do too. Whoops. And let's put that one up there. Okay, here we go. We have made this card. We have made 4 cards tonight. We have our center easel card. We just have all this stuff. Is that glue dry yet? Probably not, but we're going to work on it. We have these 2 cards. We have this card. And then we have our pinwheel card. How fun. How fun. I'm so glad that you guys loved my cards. Thank you. Donna is one of Brandy's girls. Okay. Dawn says another awesome class. All right. I'm so glad that y'all love my class tonight. I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to rub that adhesive. And do y'all see the glue on my finger? That's it. That's all you do. I just use it that way. It's just easiest for me, unless I have the entire thing covered in glue. And then, yes, I will take it to the sink with a paper towel, with a brush, something. Anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed tonight's class. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can comment below the video and your question will be answered that way. If I can ever help you with your Stampin' Up! Supply needs, it would be an honor. I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and help you with your purchases, figuring out things. I'm just a phone call away. So anyway, I think it is a wrap. Let's see if anybody else has any questions. Michelle has put the link in there if you need a catalog. I cannot wait to stamp with you guys again next Thursday. And yeah, and then the following Thursday will be Thanksgiving. So we won't have stamping live that night, but I will be back next